Everyone. Today, we are here to flow through a live, full yoga class. So we'll start with some stretches, proceed on to practice. Midway, there'll be a water break. And also, during the water break, I'll be addressing any comments that you have in the chat. All right, so let's make our way to our mats. So today is just a wonderful day for us to meet together on our yoga mats. So I'm just going to set this up really good here. Let's see. All right, let's see. Alrighty. So today, here we are. So today, let's have our mats in a vertical alignment. Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's go with vertical for today. I'll move this out because I'm always listening to everybody's feedback, the feedback that I get about the format of the class. So let me just move. I think this might need adjustment. All right, hopefully. Yeah. Okay, super. So we'll begin by stretching, guiding the arms out, allowing the arms to flow overhead. On the exhale breath, we're going to release forward to shoulder level. When you connect with shoulder level at your own pace, pull your fingers in tight and make a fist. Squeeze, and then on the exhale, release. Straighten your fingers, spread them wide. Another breath, squeeze. Exhale, expand, release. Once more, squeezing tightly this time, we're going to keep the fingers squeezing and we're going to circle our hands outward, and the breath guides the hands to circle inward. Allow the hands to be still, straighten your fingers. Let's release the arms down while we lift our heart up. So we have our arms relaxing on our side. On your inhale, lift up the head so the chin remains level, and we're just guiding the crown of the head up towards the sky. The next breath, we'll bend the elbows, hands will flow onto the waist, and we're going to step forward with our left leg. Take a breath, take a big step forward. We're going to bend that front knee, keep the back leg straight. Good. So we're doing a lunging stretch. We have the left leg forward and bending, and we're just allowing that back heel to slowly release towards the mat, but don't strain, okay? If you get wiggly, just lift your heart up. Awesome flow. So we have the heart lifted. On the exhale breath, let's step the back leg forward. Breathe, step the back leg forward, and return to the back part of your mat. We're going to do the same stretch opposite side. Right leg stepping forward. Breathe. Right leg steps forward. And then if you want to go deeper in the lunge, you just guide the toes forward. The back leg is straight. And then just encourage that back heel to release to the mat. The back leg remains straight, front knee bending. Keep the heart lifted. Awesome stretching. Breathe into the stretch. On the exhale, relax, and we're going to guide the back leg to step forward on the next breath. Returning to the back of our mat, we're going to release the arms downward, looking down at our toes. Allow your chin to flow to your collarbone. So we have the eyes open. We're just going to slowly tilt the head to the left and to the right. Go slow. So we're making a semicircle movement with the head, going as slowly as we can and breathing as deep as we can. The next breath allows us to look back down at our toes. On the inhale, palms will face forward. We're going to begin to lift the head, lift the arms, and the fingertips flow towards the sky. Excellent stretching. From here, we'll rotate arms in, release the arms down, circle the shoulders forward, beginning with the left. Left shoulder rises, circles forward. Right shoulder rises, circles forward. Add movement into the spine by twisting as you circle your shoulders forward. Very good way to invite more flexibility into the spine and stretch the muscles in the back. Now we're going to flow back, starting with the right arm. Right shoulder rises, flows back, left, and really just see how high you can lift your shoulders up. See how long and deep your breath can be. From here, we're going to allow the shoulders and body to be still. We'll guide the elbows to bend, our palms touch. Release the thumbs onto the sternum. Let's gaze downward. This will be a moment of reflection where if you choose to set in a dedication or an intention for your practice today, you can do that. Or you can simply just remain connected with your heart energy, the way the heart is beating, the flow of the breath, and the rise and fall of the chest. So breathe into that. And then release. The next breath allows us to blink the eyes open a little wider. And we are now prepared to start our yoga flow for today. Today we will start in a forward fold. So we'll get there through a mountain pose. So let's take a breath and actively press our palms together and guide the hands to flow upward. We're going to lift our hearts up as the hands rise. Elbows begin to straighten, release the palms forward, and relax the shoulders. So we have our shoulders relaxing, our palms forward, and notice how all your weight is transferred in your heels, knees straight. This is called a mountain pose. From here, we're going to take a cleansing breath. Reach up with your fingertips and lift your heart. So inhale, reach, lift the heart, lengthen the spine, and on the exhale, allow the arms to spread apart as your heart flows forward. So press the heart forward. Your spine takes a little bit of a curve as if you're diving forward and you're releasing to a forward fold. As you fold downward, if you feel pain or discomfort, you can soften your knees with a slight bend. The arms are lowering at the same time. The chin flows towards the collarbone, and we keep our eyes open for focus and concentration. So this is a forward fold. In this forward fold, we're guiding the navel inward. So as you're here with your eyes open, on your exhale breath, pull the belly inward. And when you pull your belly inward, notice how the chest begins to flow a little closer towards the thighs. Breathe deeper. Connecting with rise and fall of the chest. From here, we're going to begin to bend our knees. Let the knees flow to bending. And now, guide the arms to extend out, palms face forward, and we're going to begin to straighten the knees. Keep your back in the flat back position. So you'll do that by lifting up your glute muscles, guide your tailbone towards the sky, and have your palms face down, elbows straight, and your nose is pointing straight at your mat so your neck can be neutral. So we are in a flat back, forward fold position. And this is just a wonderful way to engage the ligaments and tendons in the legs, hips, shoulders, even the wrists, because we have the fingers straight. From here, we'll take a cleansing breath, and we're going to allow the arms to begin to lower. Let's bend those knees. Let your spine take a C curve. Guide the navel inward. Next breath, extend the arms forward, bend the knees more, and spread your fingers widely. Place your fingertips on your mat. All right? So when you get your fingertips on your mat, the next breath is going to allow us to slide the hands forward. So slide your hands forward, bring your palms onto your mat. Keep stretching those fingers very wide apart, and then we'll step the feet apart. The left foot is behind the left hand, right foot is behind the right hand. Your chin is flowing towards the collarbone, so it's okay if the chin touches the collarbone or flows towards it. And we're lifting those glute muscles and guiding the tailbone up towards the sky. And this is our down dog position. From here, we can focus on our left knee. We're going to take a breath, bend the left knee in towards the chest. The left foot will rise and guide that navel inward. Receive hollowness in the belly. Fill the lungs. And on the exhale, if you want more, you can guide that left foot upward towards the sky. Extending the toes up, encouraging the leg to straighten. And this is called the dog split position. So this is an inverted yoga posture that strengthens arms and shoulders, and also, since we are inverted, we are engaging the nervous and circulatory system. If you'd like to open the hip a little more, take another breath, and on the exhale, that leg in the air, go ahead and bend the knee. So that should be the left knee bending, and the heel will flow towards that right glute. Encourage that left knee to flow up towards the sky. Just open up that hip and breathe into the posture. Breathe. Connect with heart rhythm. The eyes are open. On your next inhale, if you did bend your knee, as you're inhaling, go ahead, straighten that knee and guide the toes back up towards the sky. Awesome. The next breath guides that left knee to flow to bending. We're lowering the foot, bending the knee, and we're going to release the foot onto the mat. Take a breath. Encourage the heels to flow closer to the mat. Let's just guide the hips to move to the left and to the right. As the hips are moving to the left and to the right, also the spine is engaging from the left to the right. So this is called the wagging the dog posture. From here, we'll take a breath, allow the body to be still, and then we're going to gently bend the knees. All right, as the knees bend, we're going to very softly place our knees on our mat and point our toes. Release your glutes towards your heels and slide your palms forward. So the forehead will flow onto the mat. Shoulders open. This is our resting posture. All right, so this is called the child's pose. We have the forehead flowing towards the mat. We have our glutes flowing towards our heels. We're following the movement of the breath into the body, elevating oxygen levels. So good for the body. Now we'll focus on our palms. We'll take a breath, and as we inhale, we're going to press those palms into the mat, lift the glutes up. We're rising up to an all fours tabletop position. And now we're going to flex the toe pads onto our mat. So put your toe prints on your mat, toe prints on your mat. The next breath allows us to lift those knees up. Let's breathe, lift the knees up. As the knees rise, the tailbone is flowing towards the sky. The legs are straight, and on the exhale breath, release your heels closer to the mat. As the heels release closer to the mat, it's okay if they don't touch. Remember, don't strain. All right, keep the facial muscles relaxed. The chin is flowing towards the collarbone and the eyes are open. Next breath allows us to focus on the right knee. We're going to take a breath and guide that right knee to bend. The knee flows in towards the chest. The foot rises. On the exhale, allow that right foot to rise up and the toes flow up towards the sky. Awesome flow. Another dog split. What a wonderful way to tone up leg muscles. What a wonderful way to strengthen arms and shoulders. From here, you can stay here, or if you'd like a little more, you can guide that right knee to bend. I'm going to guide that foot to flow towards that left glute. Keep lifting up that right knee up towards the sky. Receive openness in the hips. What a wonderful way to increase range of motion in the hips. From here, if you have bent your right knee, let's all take a breath and we're going to straighten the right knee, guiding the toes up, back towards the sky. On the exhale breath, allow the leg to release all the way back down, placing that right foot back on our mat. And now we're going to walk our hands closer to our feet, meeting back up in the forward fold position. So here we are in the forward fold position. Let's actively guide the navel inward. So pull your belly button all the way towards your spinal cord. All right? And notice the openness you receive in the belly as the chin flows towards the collarbone. We have the crown of the head flowing towards the toes. Our eyes remain open for focus and concentration. The breath is fluid. We're breathing deep. From here, we'll take another cleansing breath. And as we exhale, we're going to begin to bend our knees. Let's bend the knees, also hinging the hips as if you're sitting in a low chair, keeping your heels on your mat. Let your heels remain on your mat. And on the next breath, we're going to rise up slowly. As we begin to lift up, go slow. Keep pressing that navel inward towards your spine. The knees begin to straighten. We're keeping that belly hollow, and let your palms face forward. With the palms facing forward, the breath guides the arms to extend outward. Receive length in your spine. Really lift the heart, lift the arms. Be fluid in your flow. Yes, fingertips flow all the way towards the sky. Awesome movement. From here, the next breath rotates the arms in. Let's guide the arms closer so your fingertips will touch. With fingertips touching, take another deep breath. On the exhale, elbows soften, flowing to bending. Hands flow closer together, palms will touch. Keep your fingers straight. Keep lifting up your heart. Releasing the thumbs onto heart center at your own pace, relaxing shoulders, transferring all your weight to your heels. Awesome flow. Now we'll take a breath and allow the right knee to bend, right heel rises. Connect with the focal point that's below your shoulders. All right, so gaze actively at something below your shoulders, and on the inhale, lift your heart and allow that bending knee to rise. So go at your own pace, breathe, lift, rise. Squeeze that left glute muscle, squeeze, squeeze, guide the navel inward, and we're pressing the palms together for balance and focus. Awesome flow. All right, so it's important to maintain good balance as we grow wiser. Let's take another deep breath. On the exhale, that's when we'll release it down with purpose and control, guiding the sole of the foot back onto the mat, transferring all our weight to our heels with relaxed shoulders. Notice the fullness of the breath. On your next inhale, allow your left knee to flow to bending. Breathe. Left knee flows to bending, left heel will rise. Thumbs are still resting on the sternum. Now we'll focus on the bending knee. Let's flow at our own pace. We'll breathe deep and lift the heart up, and the bending knee rises at the same time. So breathe, lift, and engage that right glute muscle. Squeeze that right glute muscle in. We're connected with a focal point. What a wonderful way to strengthen our core muscle group, balancing on a straight leg. From here, we'll take another deep breath. On the exhale, allow the foot to release slowly all the way back down. When the sole of the foot connects with your mat, transfer your weight to your heels. Your legs are straight, your heart is lifted, and shoulders relaxed. Thumbs resting on sternum. Connect with your heart rhythm. Breathe into it. Allow your breath flow to connect with your own heart rhythm. On the next breath, press the palms together actively and we're going to bend both knees on the exhale. So as you're exhaling, bend both of your knees and also hinge in your hips. So to hinge in your hips, just act as if you're sitting in a chair. I'll turn sideways so you can see. So knees are bending plus hinging in hips, okay? So that's how we hinge in our hips, and we keep our heels on the mat. From this position, we're going to guide the right heel to rise off of the mat, and the ball of the foot is still on the mat. Again, connect with the focal point. And from here, if you'd like to go deeper, guide the right knee to rise and cross your leg. Right, so we have the leg crossed. You can have your toes on the mat, so let me just demonstrate. You can have your toes on the mat, that's perfectly fine, or you can just cross as many times as you can. So choose your leg placement, do what feels best for you, and breathe. On the exhale breath, we always want to hollow the belly, guiding the navel inward to strengthen the abdominal wall. All right, next breath, uncross the leg, uncross, unwrap, guide the sole of the foot all the way back down. We have both heels on our mat, knees are still bending. We're going to press our palms together and begin to rise up slowly. Knees are straightening, heart is lifting, hands are rising. Such a fluid flow. Guides the fingertips upward. We're going to release the palms forward and relax your shoulders as you exhale. Shoulders are relaxing, palms are facing forward. We have all the weight of our body in our heels. Next breath, rotate arms in. Guide the arms closer, fingertips touch. Exhale breath, release elbows. Breathe at your own pace. Palms will connect. Thumbs lower to the sternum and shoulders relax. From here, we'll take a breath. We're going to bend both of our knees and also now sink back to that hinging position, hinging in the hips. Just allowing yourself to imagine sitting in a low chair, all right? With the belly hollow, guiding the navel inward. We have our heels are still on the mat, right? And if we press our palms together actively, notice the engagement in those pectoral muscles, biceps, triceps, so good for the body. All right, so from here, we're connected with a focal point that's not moving, and now we're going to guide the opposite heel to rise. So breathe, opposite heel should rise, perhaps left heel, and then if you want more, on the inhale, we're going to lift that left knee and begin to cross the leg, cross, wrapping. And as I said earlier, it's okay if that big toe stays on the mat. You still receive the benefit of strengthening your core. So just breathe deep and exhale complete. The next breath, we'll begin to unwrap. So on your next breath, unwrap, and we'll guide the sole of the foot back onto the mat. When the sole of the foot releases to the mat, press the palms together, breathe, rise up slowly, lifting up heart, knees straightening, guiding the hands to flow overhead. Yeah, really just stretch those arms, really, yes, get a nice stretch, release the palms forward, and see how slowly you can lower your arms. So take your time lowering the arms and lift your heart at the same time. So you want the chest rising as the arms lower and the navel is flowing inward. Control and focus. Very nice. Relaxing arms all the way down. So we are about 30 minutes into our practice, halfway point. So this will be a great time for a water break. I'm going to grab my water. I'll be right back, and I'll also address the comments in the chat. Alrighty, welcome back, welcome back. Let me take a look at the chat and see what comments we have in here. In addition to the YouTube videos and live, there's also a area on the YouTube. It says community. So I do post in there, and I asked in a post. I asked what yoga postures you might want to flow through today. So let's see here. Trying to see. I thought I saw a message, but maybe it was. Oh wait. Oh goodness. Okay, it's kind of tiny. I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for the great yoga. Okay, thank you for the great yoga. I like that message. And what else here? Hello. Will there be was it? Will there be what does it say? Our Dong session. Thank you for thank you for positioning the mat. Okay, you're welcome. Yes, I did a different position. The mat today is in a vertical alignment. That is right. And we will definitely do more things for the feet because we spend a lot of time standing. Spend a lot of time standing. I'm going to adjust this another time. Let me see here. I'm just always trying to okay, yes, yes, yes. I think this is good. Alrighty. Yes, I like the alignment. I like how you guys can see the mat, so you'll be able to see feet, everything. Feet, toes. Don't rush. Make sure you hydrate. Make your way back to the mat. We will resume sitting. We will resume sitting, and we're going to resume in cobbler pose. I'm going to back up just a little bit. Cobbler pose has the soles of the feet touching. And what I like to do is I like to put my hands behind me, lift those glutes up, and just rock the knees from side to side. Yeah, so this invites more openness into the hips because the hips are a ball and socket joint that require 360-degree range of motion. So then once you're gotten a little more stretching into the hips, bring your sit bones onto the mat, really bring those bones onto the mat, guide the flesh back if need be, and use your hands to guide the feet a little closer. That suits how you feel right now. From here, we'll relax our arms. So to relax, we can have the palms facing down if you want to feel more relaxed, or if you want more energy, have your palms face up. So that's the arm placement. Palms up for energy, palms downward for more relaxation. We'll focus on the heart. Inhale, we're gonna lift the heart. So, and go slow. In yoga, go slow. Don't let my cues rush you. Focus on the flow of your breath guiding your movement. So, I'm here providing cues and guidance, and you're listening to your bodies and being gentle. Having full breath and being mindful of your own heart rhythm. All right, so right now we're finding peace in this cobbler pose. The next breath allows the arms to extend outward, and we're going to begin to lift the heart up as the arms flow up. So breathe, lift up your heart. Let your palms face the front of the room. Excellent adjustment. Very nice flow. Just keep breathing. On the exhale, we're going to guide the knees up and release the arms all the way down. Let's wrap the arms around our thighs. We're going to give the thighs a loving hug. So walk your feet closer to your glutes. Walk your feet back. Very good. So if you want, you can even lift your feet up, or you can keep your toes on the mat. All right, so you give the legs a nice loving hug. Breathe into it. Awesome flow. Next breath, release your thighs, guide your feet onto your mat, and we're going to allow the feet to float forward. Place the hands behind us. So we have the fingers pointing in the same direction as the feet, and your fingers are behind your glutes, but don't let your fingers touch your body. So maybe give it an inch or so the fingers don't touch the body, so that, I'll do a demonstration. Then you can straighten the elbows, bring the palms onto the mat, and have more length in your spine, okay? So that's why, if able, don't have your fingers touch your backside. Awesome flow. So this is called the staff pose. Let's flex those feet. All right, so the feet, the way to flex the feet is to press the ball of the foot forward and guide the tips of the toes towards the body. Now let's also focus on kneecaps. Squeeze those kneecaps. So when you squeeze your kneecaps, notice the engagement you get in your hamstrings, quadriceps. And this is called the staff pose because the body is shaped like a staff. So from here, let's separate the feet. All right, so now the feet are splaying outward and the feet are still in the flex position. The next breath allows us to point our toes. Very good. Very good for those tendons and vessels in the toes. Next breath, let your feet touch, but keep the toes pointing. Excellent movement. On the inhale, guide the feet back to the neutral position and begin to wiggle those toes. Just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Really good. Breathe deep. This will guide oxygen-rich oxygen-rich blood to flow into the toes. So essentially what it does, breathing deep as we wiggle the toes, that improves circulation with oxygen-rich blood. All right, so that's very good for the extremities of the feet and toes. Keep wiggling. Nice flow. On the inhale, the feet and toes are still. We're going to bend the left knee. Place the sole of the foot on our mat. Slide the palms forward. Begin to lift the heart and the arms flow up with the palms facing each other. Your front foot is flexing, so right foot will be flexing. And when you're ready, lift your heart and the arms flow upward. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take another deep breath. As we exhale, we're going to release forward, release the heart forward. As the heart flows forward, your fingertips are flowing towards the front of the room. You're keeping the front foot flexing, and you're not straining. All you're doing is doing a release. So just allow your body to just relax over the straight leg. Don't pull or anything. Just relax the body and give into the posture. All right? So receive the openness. All right? Receive the softening of the spine. All right? Guiding the chin towards the collarbone, and notice how that neutralizes the neck. All right? So this is just a wonderful way to help tone up the leg muscles, to strengthen the muscles in the back, which help us improve our posture. So many benefits in this forward fold with a bended knee. From here, we'll take a cleansing breath, filling the lungs, and on the exhale, just getting a little softer, going a little deeper. The next breath allows the arms to extend outward. Palms will face down, and let your arms flow towards the wall behind you. Palms face the wall behind you and bend the elbows. We're going to embrace the bending leg. See if possible if we can interlace the fingers, clasp the hands. See how that feels. If it's a little too intense, then don't do it. So here we are in a forward fold with the arms wrapping around the bending leg, and the breath is still full and easy. Now we'll take another deep breath and release if we're holding the hands. The arms begin to extend out so the elbows will straighten, palms face down, and the breath guides the arms to flow over the straight leg. Arms are parallel And we have the palms facing each other. Awesome flow. On the inhale, we're gonna rise up, lifting the heart. So just focus on the heart rising. Focus on the heart. Lift up one vertebrae at a time. The arms are rising. Also, breathe, breathe. Lift the heart a little more. On the exhale breath, allow the bending knee to flow to straighten. And the opposite knee bends. So when you're ready, take your breath and right knee bends. You'll guide the sole of the foot onto your mat and lift your heart up a little more. Flexing the front foot. So it should be the left foot flexing and the left leg straight. Notice all that hollowness in the belly. Wonderful way getting the arms overhead. This is how we strengthen the ligaments in the shoulder. Very good for the shoulder rotator cuff. Awesome flow. Let's take another breath. Lift the heart up. And on the exhale, we're going to guide that heart forward towards the straight leg. We're guiding the navel inward. And we're going slowly. We're releasing. Now, I just want to say, as we're releasing, perhaps you're not releasing all the way to your leg, and that's okay. When you get to the point where you feel a straining or something uncomfortable, that's when you stop. And then you take another breath. And on the exhale, just relax the body. Just let the body become very soft and relaxed. So that's how you do that. So either your chest is flowing towards the thigh or you're hovering above the straight leg. So this is gentle yoga for everyone, right? So we want to be gentle with our bodies. We want to have our chin flowing towards our collarbone. And we want to make sure we listen to the body. All right. From here, we'll take another deep breath. And as we exhale, allow the arms to extend outward. Palms will begin to face downward. And the arms are flowing towards the wall behind us. Elbows begin to bend. And see if you're able to wrap your arms around the bending leg. See if perhaps you can maybe clasp the fingers. And also, always being gentle with the body. Chin flowing towards the collarbone. Connecting with the rise and fall of the chest. Awesome flow. We still have that front foot flexing. Let's take a breath. And on the exhale, if you're holding your fingers or hands, release them. Guide the arms to extend outward. Elbows will straighten and allow the arms to flow back towards the front of the room. Keep guiding the navel inward and our fingertips will flow towards the front of the room, arms parallel. When you're ready, take a breath and begin to rise up slowly, straightening the bending knee. As the bending leg straightens, be sure to lift the heart up a little more. Lift, lift, and lengthen the spine. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. All right? Keep guiding those elbows a little straighter, a little straighter. All right? So the elbows are a very important hinge joint in the body. When we squeeze the elbows, we strengthen the tendons and ligaments in the elbows, as well as bringing activation to our bicep and tricep muscles. Excellent flow. Wonderful movement. From here, we'll take another breath, lift the heart up. And on the exhale, imagine diving forward with the heart. Let your heart flow forward. The arms begin to release downward. We're guiding our navel inward. We're still flexing our feet. And your body will tell you how low you can go. Honor your body with breath. Let your forehead flow downward as your chin releases towards the collarbone. What a wonderful way to tone up leg muscles. Very good for engagement of the spinal cord. So many benefits in this forward fold. From here, we're going to take a cleansing breath and we're going to rise up. So let's breathe and flow upward by lifting the heart. When you're ready, lift the heart up, breathe, guide your navel inward as you're lifting your heart up. Keep those arms straight. Keep lifting up your heart, keep flexing those feet. Awesome flow. More length in the spine by lifting the heart up. On the exhale breath, release the arms all the way down with a lifted heart, guiding the fingertips to flow onto the mat. The breath guides both knees to bend. We have both knees bending, and with both the knees bending, allow the knees to splay towards the left. So the legs are stacked. So we have our legs stacked, and with the legs stacked, let's guide the knees to flow to point to the front of the room. Right? So now the legs are still stacked, the knees flow towards the front of the room. Now, the top knee, which should be the right knee, will rise. We can use our hand to assist us lifting the leg if we need lift, and we're gonna cross. See how that feels? Okay, so we have the foot on the outside of the thigh. If that's a little too intense for you, you can place your foot closest to the calf muscle, okay? So pick your level. And from here, we're gonna be probably a little askew. We've done all that movement. We're gonna focus on the heart lifting. So lift up your heart. You can even use your left hand. Receive more length in the spine. Awesome flow. Now, guide the right arm behind us, the right palm's on the mat behind us, straightening that elbow, receiving length. Left arm extends to shoulder level. The breath guides the left elbow to bend. The palm is facing the front. Awesome flow. Let's take another deep breath. Lift the heart as you inhale. On the exhale, we're going to slowly turn the upper body towards the right. Breathe, and we're turning the head towards the right shoulder, and we're flowing to a full spinal twist. So we have the heart lifted. We're taking slow movements in this full body twist. Awesome flow. Connecting the breath with our heart rhythm. From here, we'll take another cleansing breath, inhaling through the nose, filling the lungs, and as we exhale, begin to untwist. Lift up that right hand from the mat and untwist. Yes, flow back to the neutral spine position. Bending, elbow straightens, hand lowers. From here, we'll take a breath. We can place the right hand to support the bending leg. Opposite hand captures ankle. We're gonna lift and return back to the stacking position. Awesome flow. Next breath, both knees rise up, breathe. Now we have the soles of the feet back on our mat. Next breath fills the lungs. Exhale, knees fall now towards the right. With the legs lowered, we're gonna guide both knees to flow towards the front wall. Breathe, point both knees towards the front of the room, legs remain stacking. Next breath, we'll use the left hand to capture left ankle, guide the leg to rise, choose the foot placement, level 1, foot next to calf, level 2, foot on the outside of thigh. Once you choose your foot placement, focus on the heart because our spine is not straight. So if we inhale, lift the heart up, and then guide the left hand behind us, placing the hand on the mat, fingers point away from the body, elbows straight. Notice all the length we can receive in the spine. Good. The spine is straight, long, and strong. Awesome flow. From here, we'll focus on the right arm extending to shoulder level and bending at the elbow. All right. Make sure your neck is neutral. All right. Excellent flow. From here, we'll take another full breath. As we exhale, we're slowly going to rotate the body towards the bending leg, and the head will flow towards the back of the room so that the chin flows towards the shoulder. Notice how the facial muscles are relaxed. Notice how your tongue is resting in your low jaw. Breathe so deep that you can feel it behind your lungs. Breathe. Awesome flow. Let's take another cleansing breath. And as we exhale, lift up the back hand that's on the mat and begin to untwist, releasing back to the untwist. Returning back to the neutral spine so we can lower the bending arm all the way down. Now we'll focus on the left hand supporting the bending knee. Right hand captures near the ankle. Guide the leg to lift, and then let's connect an easy pose. So easy pose is cross-legged. We will have our left leg in front. This is easy pose, all right? So from here, let's flow through different variations of easy pose. So we have our left leg in front. Let's use our arms if we need to guide that left leg to rise. So we're lifting the left leg and just rock it gently back and forth as if you're rocking, or cradling a baby perhaps. Yes, opening the hips. From here, we guide the knee back and then guide the foot towards that right thigh. See if you can place it on the thigh. See how it feels? It might feel a little too intense. If it does, just continue to hold it. So if you're able to bring that foot onto the thigh, this is the time where you can just do little micro adjustments, lifting the foot, and just see what it feels like. Bringing the foot closer and releasing. So you release the knee up and down. And you're rocking the upper body at the same time. Very nice. All right, so from here, you can keep the foot on the thigh if that's good. If that does not feel good, have your foot on the mat. All right? Now we can relax the arms on the leg. Palms up if you want more energy, palms down if you want to feel more relaxed. The heart is lifted, the belly is hollow, facial muscles relax. Awesome flow. A wonderful way to open up our hips and improve our posture at the same time. Now take a breath, guide the arms outward slightly. We're going to use the left hand to support the bending knee. Let's all place our palm underneath the knee. Right hand captures the ankle. Breathe. Lift by supporting the knee, guiding the foot off of the thigh, and now the right leg will be in front. We're back at easy pose, right leg in front. Gonna do the same flow, opposite side, right side. Breathe, use the hands to gather up the leg. With the leg lifted and supported, we connect with with the rocking motion. Yes, so we get to open our hips and also strengthen arms and shoulders in this rocking position. What a wonderful way to take best care of our bodies. From here, we'll take a breath. We'll guide the foot towards that left thigh. See how that feels. All right? And just this will be the time we can just encourage the right knee to rise and just rock the body. Rock very gently with breath. Very nice. From here, on the exhale, see how it feels with the foot on top of the thigh. If it's too intense, place your foot on the mat, right? And if that's not comfortable, you can even straighten the leg, all right? So you always listen to your body, honor your body with your breath. We have the arms relaxing, palms up for more energy, palms downward for more relaxation. Remember, lift your heart up, gaze downward. Notice the fullness in the breath. Notice the rise and fall of the chest. The next breath guides the elbows to bend. We're going to support that right leg. The right palm is supporting the knee. The left hand guiding the ankle upward as we breathe, lifting and then releasing back to the easy pose, cross-legging near the ankle area. Next breath, both knees rise. You can use your hands even in support if you need. Use hands or don't use hands. Uncross the ankles. Awesome flow. We're going to extend before we extend the legs forward, let's slide upward. We're preparing to lie down for a final yoga posture. All right. So give yourself enough space to lie down. And then we'll take a cleansing breath. And on the exhale, we're gonna release the arms and flow back slowly. Focus on your belly pressing inward. Guide your chin towards your collarbone. Notice the low vertebrae of the back flowing towards your mat. Shoulder blades flowing towards the mat. Base of the skull flowing towards the mat. On the exhale breath, release the arms all the way down. Begin to straighten your legs. Make sure your spine is straight and long. Make sure the neck is also comfortable. The arms are relaxing. And we're going to close our eyes. So we have our eyes closed as we're relaxing on our mats. And this will be our time for us to go inward for our final yoga posture that's called our Shavasana. Final yoga posture for today. Eyes closed. Low jaw relaxed. So your teeth are not touching. That's what. So your teeth are not touching. Low jaw is relaxed. Tongue resting in the low jaw. So the tongue is away from the roof of the mouth. Your breath is guiding inward through the nose, slowly. Receive fullness in the breath. Be sure to expand the lungs completely. Breathe at your own pace. Connect with the rise and fall of the chest. Notice your own heart rhythm, your heart vibration. We're inhaling deep so we can connect with the peacefulness within ourselves, connecting with our own inner calm, inner focus. Focus on your breath. Focus on the rise and fall of your chest, your own heart rhythm. Keep all awareness on flow of breath and beating of the heart. As we hold on to this feeling of serenity and calm, let's all take a breath and begin to move the feet very slowly from side to side. Wiggle those toes. Let your toes bend and straighten. As you move your feet slowly, guide movement to the ankles. Make circles with the feet engaging the ankles. Allow the movement now to flow towards your calf muscles with gentle squeezes and releases. Allow your kneecaps to squeeze and release. Keep breathing. On the next breath, guide movement to flow towards the thigh muscles, squeezing the thighs, engaging your glutes. Squeeze and release the glute muscles. More breath. Let's focus on the hands. We're going to guide the fingers to bend in and make tight fists, and then expand, release. Bending and releasing fingers, bending and straightening. Guide your hands to circles so you can activate those wrists. All that wonderful oxygen flowing inward as we move our hands. Now we'll focus on shoulders. Take an inhale, lift shoulders up towards the sky. On the exhale breath, we're going to guide the shoulder blades back onto our mat, relaxing arms at our side. Let's focus on the facial muscles. Let's take a big yawn breath. So guide your chin towards your collarbone. Your mouth makes the O shape. And then move the low jaw from left to right. Move and begin to move your lips around your teeth as you guide the jaw closer towards the upper jaw. Lips are moving around the teeth, and we're going to wiggle the nose from side to side. Move the nose. Try to move your cheeks, move your ears, and blink your eyes open. The next breath guides the knees to flow to bending. Breathe. Let's bend those knees and guide the soles of the feet onto our mat. From here, we'll take another breath, and as we exhale, the knees will flow towards the left. We want to turn our body onto our left side, left elbow bending, so we can bring our body to a fetal position. We'll use the left arm as a pillow for the head. Next breath guides our hands to flow in front of chest. On the exhale, very slowly press your body upright. Don't rush, breathe. We're going to flow upward to any comfortable seated position. Once you're in a comfortable seated position, lift your heart up. Relax your arms. Let's gaze downward. Notice how you're feeling at this specific moment in time. Take a cleansing breath. Allow the arms to rise upward. Breathe. Lift your arms all the way overhead. Awesome flow. Guide your fingertips to touch, and then begin to release the elbows to bend. Palms will touch. Keep lifting that heart up. Allow your breath to be fluid as your thumbs will rest on your sternum with relaxed shoulders. Let's take another full breath. On the exhale, we're going to release and fold forward. Let's remember to enjoy the beauty there is in life and to be kind and gentle to our bodies. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. On the inhale breath, we rise up. We lift up very slow. We're breathing, lifting up the heart, relaxing hands. Thank you. I'm so glad we could all practice together. Again, for those that might have joined a little later, my name is Candace. I'm with Gentle Yoga for Everyone. And I invite and encourage you to hit that subscribe button. If you felt this class was helpful, share it with others. And I will post more videos soon. And also check out that community button also, because I do put information, little messages in there between classes. So I love to get comments. I address all the comments that you put in the chats. So if you have any questions, comments, keep them coming. I'm trying to implement changes to make the class better. Have a beautiful day. Bye.